Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. In today's video you are going to be learning how to make a basque waistline top. It's very simple and easy to learn. If this is what you are interested in, please stay tuned until the end of this tutorial. If you're coming here for the very first time, please don't make it your last time. Kindly click on the subscribe button to join this beautiful family. And guys, you are welcome. If you are has been a returning subscriber, thank you guys for all your support. So we are going to start by marking out the starting line, which is going to serve as our shoulder line. And right from there we are going to impute our shoulder to bust points, shoulder to under bust, which is 14 inches, shoulder to the waistline 17 inches, and then the length of our top, which are going to be using the full length of the paper. Go ahead and square out your lines. And now from there, divide your shoulder measurement by 2 and impute what you have there. So my shoulder is 15 inches, that is 7.5 inches plus half an inch. Okay, that would be for your stitching allowance. So right from there, go down by 8 inches, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So mine was 8 inches, or you go up from the bust point by 2 inches. Okay, so connect your chest line, and from the shoulder line go down by 1 inch, and that would serve as your shoulder slope. Okay, so after that, go ahead and insert your neck measurements. So for my neck width, I made use of 4 inches, and for the neck, the front neck depth, I made use of 3.5 inches, and for the back neck, I made use of the same width, but that of the depth, I made use of 1.5 inches. So as you can see me right there, I went ahead to use my curved ruler to connect all my markings. Now I'm going to go ahead and connect my shoulder slope to the neckline. Okay, and from the slope, divide whatever you have in between your slope and your chest line by 2, and then mark out what you have. After that, go in by half an inch, and then we'll come back to that. So after that, divide your round measurement by 4 inches, and then input what you have there, as you can see me doing right here. Okay, so after you mark this out, go ahead and connect your lines, and this is our basic bodice block. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use my curve ruler to connect this line properly well, because you don't want any sharp curve to affect your work. Okay, and after that, using my curve ruler, I'm going to go ahead and connect my armhole. Now after connecting your armhole, go ahead and measure out what you have as your nipple to nipple measurements. So mine was 8 inches, so go ahead and divide that 8 inches by 2, and that would give me 4 inches plus half an inch. So I went ahead to insert 4.5 inches from the bust point down to the waistline, and using my straightening ruler, I connected this line. Now you guys, because I'm going to make this a armhole princess dart, so I'm going to go ahead and measure out what I have right from the slope of my shoulder to the chest line. Okay, and right there I have 8 inches, so I'm going to go ahead and again measure out like I did before, and then marked out 8 inches. So after I'm done with that, go ahead and remove your ½ inch from both sides of that point that you just marked out, and then from the bust point, mark out 1 inch upward, and that would be where you're going to be connecting your dart, as you can see me doing right there. So after that, I went ahead to use my curved ruler. This is to ensure that I don't have any kind of sharp curve on my line. Okay, so because having a sharp curve could make your princess that kind of funny, so you don't want that. So make sure that you don't have any kind of curve. So after that, go ahead and extend your that line by 1 inch, and then replace whatever that you took out on at that point on the chest line, and then go ahead and add up your stitching allowance. Okay, so you guys, anyways, this is not your first time. If you are new here, why we extended this line was because if you don't do this, by the time you want to join your center front to your side front, you are going to run short of fabric. But if you extend this line, once you want to join it, you find out that everything aligns. So from that point that I extended, that is the 1 inch that I extended, that would serve as my new armhole. All right, as you can see right here on the screen. So you guys, we are actually done with our front bodies. All right, so for the basque, we are going to leave this because we are going to be making use of these front bodies, that is the front pattern, to cut out our back. All right, so after that, we are going to come back and work on our front, that is the basque waistline. Okay, so once you are done with this, go ahead and insert ½ inch that would on your shoulder, and that would be for your stitching allowance. And you guys, we are done with the drafting of the front bodies. Okay, so you guys go ahead and start cutting out. But first, to cut out, you're going to start with your back neckline. This is because you are going to still cut out the front, but that will be after you are done cutting out your back bodies. Okay, so go ahead and cut what you have drafted out, and then bring in a fresh pattern paper, and we will cut the back. So you guys, this particular point I am is very important. Just glue your eye to this screen and watch how I cut out my pattern. Okay, so once I get to the bust point, I'm going to cut the line at the upside. Okay, so that particular line in between is serving as my dart. Okay, meaning that I removed 1 inch dart for the front bodies. Okay, that is on that part of the armhole princess darts. All right, so after we are done with that, I went ahead to bring in a fresh pattern paper, and that is what you can see me doing right there, and then mark out a starting line again, and that would be serving as our shoulder line. So from the center, from the fold of the pattern paper, come in by 2 inches, and that would be our zipper for the back. Okay, so whatever we are going to start drafting out now is going to start from the 2 inches that we came inward, that is the 2 inches that is serving as the zipper. As you can see me, I don't know if you are understanding what I'm saying. So I went if you don't understand, just glue your eye to this screen and you are definitely going to understand. So I brought in my center front and placed it right after the zip line, and then brought in my side front and overlapped it on top the center front. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start cutting this out. I think this is a way better idea of cutting this out, because you don't want to stress yourself by going to start cutting out a fresh bodies for your back. All right, so this is how I do it. Okay, not exactly how I do it. At times I do it this way, but it's also works for me. All right, so you may consider trying these tips. Okay, so right now I'm going to cut out whatever I have there. All right, now watch carefully well, and you're going to understand exactly what I am doing right there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that of the side front. All right, and then go ahead and cut out the side back. So this is it. Now we have our center front and then the side front, and then we also have our side back and our center back. Okay, so we are going to work on the zipper. We don't want our zip to bulge. Okay, so this is why we are reducing our waistline by 1 inch. Okay, so we are coming in by 1 inch. Remember that we removed 2 inches for our zipper, so right on the waistline we came in by 1 inch and then we cut it out. All right, so basically we are done with the this pattern cutting. Okay, so we have the side back and we have the center back. All right, so we are going to go ahead and bring in our front pattern, and then right there we are going to cut out the front neckline. Now after you cut this out, we go ahead and work on the basque waistline. So what we are going to do is to bring in a fresh pattern paper. Please guys, neglect the line. Okay, this is actually the paper I used in cutting out the front pattern. All right, but yours you must not have a line in between. Okay, so I'm going to get a tape and tape this down, and then right from there we connect from the waist to your desired length where you want your basque to fall in. Okay, so from your shoulder measure out, like, okay, for mine I have 23 inches right from the shoulder. Okay, and then from the side front you're going to connect right from the waist to that center front of the basque waist. Okay, so I don't know if you understood what I just said, but once you are looking at the screen you're going to understand everything that I meant. Okay, so you guys, this and then you go ahead and cut this out. Okay, so what I cut out there is you already know is my nipple to nipple measurement. Okay, so you guys, now you go ahead and label all your patterns, and now this is the end of this tutorial. If you enjoy every bit of this tutorial, please do make sure to give this video a thumbs up, like, share and comment. I will see you in the sewing process. Bye.